Oh, fucking awesome. Okay, right. Hello, I'm Magda. I shall be transforming this small section of grass on a farm where I work into a little seed growing place. I've got some beautiful cranberry beans from a seed bank up in Canada. I've got some beautiful blue peas from a local seed grower that's up in the mountains. I've got the most amazing looking winter squash from the last farm that I worked on, which is in Colorado. Shout out to Seed Peas. And it's the most beautiful land roasted winter squash that I've ever seen. And I will be growing that. And I would like to maybe do some Three Sisters and what else is there? Tomatoes. I'm going to do tomatoes, and I'm going to do herbs and auric. I'm going to do auric and morphea. Oh my gosh, yes. So I'm going to do some slimy, large-leafed things. Some hollyhock. It's also slimy, large-leafed. I don't even know what else there is. I have more things. I planted a lot of things. Calendula. I'm going to plant even more things. It's very exciting. Yeah. So join me on this journey. So it's right next to the wood pile. There's our cute little house and the barn. And we've got to move this whole wood pile, possibly here or somewhere over there, and then turn this into rows. I'm pretty sure this is Damiana. I was listening to an Elder Hour podcast about this, and then when I turned up on the farm, there was tea that was just Damiana tea, and now it's turned up everywhere, which is really amazing. It's really good for self-love and some other shit. Big fan. Unfortunately, I am going to have to plant here, so this shit's getting moved. I'm still in the midst of moving the wood pile, but I thought I would get some basics down on what we're working with. Right now I'm in Virginia, zone 7A, which means that it gets down to the lowest of about 0 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, which, if you actually want to convert that into something that people understand, minus 17 to minus 15 degrees Celsius, which is cold as shit. So that is the hardiness zone. That's what I'm growing in. The soil here is a sandy loam topsoil, and then underneath that a clay subsoil, which is going to be very interesting for keeping water in. So it's going to possibly go quite fast through the top layer and then hold in the second layer. I'm going to be amending it with some basalt, some organic matter, and a couple of other things to make the soil happier so I can start growing things. The frost dates in this area are the 15th of April, which means that around that point it's a 50-50 chance that it will frost, and then it goes down. It's less likely after that. And the first frost date is October 22nd, so I'm planning things around like not getting them frosted. And also I have to plan around the heat that is in Virginia, which means that certain things I won't plant until a bit later so that they don't get swampy. They don't get overrun with the moisture that's going to be coming that everyone has warned me about, and I can only imagine. Yeah, so it gets hot, really hot. It's already got really hot, and it's only May. So you will see me very sweaty at some point. Planting a tray. In this greenhouse we're going to be seeding a lot of things today. Mostly some rose hips that I saved from last year in this absolutely ridiculously small envelope with absolutely no instructions whatsoever. Some loofah, because that didn't go very well. Some sweet corn. Some cauliflower that's way too late, but I'm hopeful. Some peppers, I don't remember what they are. Some beans, more hollyhock, some morphea, and some butterfly blue peas. I'm going to be doing them in a couple of trays, only a little bit of each because I don't have that much space. And I have a very detailed plan with just mostly question marks that we're going to be following. It is like ravens. Same outfit, different week, well, like a week later, because I have a washing machine, hence continuity errors. But yeah, so today, because now I know that I'm actually allowed to work on this pile, I'm going to be measuring the distance, like from where this is going to start to over here, and then I'm going to measure the across distance, and then I'll know how much space I have to actually work with, and then that will really help me planning things. I've already seeded a lot of plants, but it will help me planning other things. So, alright, so this thing works by like turning, and it does a little bit of maths for you, and it tells you how many feet or inches you've been doing. So I'm going to start at that end and come here, and then do a little extra. So about 10 feet over there behind this wood pile, and then I'm going to do a, oh, maybe I'll just do a, because that'll be easier to begin with. .5 feet. Put this down. I'm going to keep going past the wood pile, over some bricks, to about here. That's going to start. So in line with the greenhouse. And that is 80 feet.
Try again.
That's right up the tushy.
I know it is.
I don't think it's going to do it. Oh my god.
Nice. Not to break it all.
Good, because I'm not going to be able to.
You did well though. You broke a log.
No, it's a bad idea. Can I push it down?
Yep.
So this is the area all mowed down by a tractor, not by me. Okay, now I'm seeding lots of plants. So this is how everything is doing. This is my auric. It's getting a little bit too big for its boots, but the plot for it isn't ready yet. So we've got some fallback auric that is probably going to be fine. Just needs to grow a little more. I've got some corn. This corn got absolutely ravaged by something. This corn was the first corn, didn't germinate very well. This corn is the second round of that corn. So I'm going to have 10 corns from this one that didn't have very many seeds in its packet. This is the mulpia. It's doing pretty well in this heat, and a lot of them have popped off, which is really cute. It looks like a couple per cell, which is nice. Here are some butterfly peas, and a sneaky mulpia that got in. Here are some peppers. I can't remember what peppers they were. This is a black wax bean that I just wanted to see how fast it's kicking off. It's kicking off way too fast, so I'm going to have to put it out somewhere. Here's the hollyhock that did manage to pop off. I'm going to plant some more as a cover crop, or just to like see how it does direct sown. Here's a calendula that seems to be doing very well. Some lemongrass and some chard that was just from some Balti seeds, and you can see all the different colours that are in it, but they were just to see how good those seeds are. And then here's the potting up from today. We've got some peppers, some loofahs, and then some very strong tomatoes that we found growing as a weed, and about it. And here's the lemongrass that's doing really well. I think he's going to be really nice at just like the start or end of a bed, just like oh, lemongrass. Okay. So here's the section that Dan's ploughing up. He's got a little stick that goes into the ground on the back of the tractor, and he's using these guideline ropes to mark out where like a line is, so that he can make the beds. And it cuts down really deep. You can see it there, and that will like break up compaction that's really like down low in these beds, because it was like driven over with really heavy machinery like a tractor, and so it's really compacted. Also there's a hard pan of, I think, magnesium at the bottom that needs a little oxidation, so that it doesn't like make it super acidic, and it's really bad for the roots, so that also helps. Now we're sneaking out the back of the greenhouses. Whoop! And we're going to go on a little journey to search for some cattle panels. Family, if you're wondering, I am wearing trousers, which may come as a shock to you, but ticks are not what I would like today. So yeah, here are some pallets. Here is a panel. Ooh, he's long. That's a long boy. We're going to use cattle panels to create an archway structure that I shall put peas on. And loofahs.
It is.
This is the test.
Magda's vision come to life.
It's going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. He says there's a couple more around an old compost pile that we could use.
Where?
Over there by where we'll dump all the stuff to build more land. We're getting there. I'm back here, greased up, several months later, and we're about to put some compost onto these beds. And it's going to be mushroom compost, and then it's which is from spent mushroom blocks from a nearby mushroom grower, and then it's going to be normal compost, and that will be like the facility that we need to plant into. And then Dan's gonna like roll over it with the tractor, like to make the beds, and we'll be ready to plant. We're gonna rake it, and we're gonna put archways here and there, and there's gonna be some corn, and this is gonna be squash. Yeah. Right. And now we're ready to plant. Hi. Hello. Bonjour. Oh my god, blackberries. Really cool. Maybe I'll transplant them and they raspberries. Bye.